We're going to look at the volume of a pyramid. Similar to Cavalier's principle that we had in the previous lesson, pyramids will have equal base areas. So it's kind of like the cross-sectional area that we talked about in Cavalier's principle. And equal heights will have equal volume. So it doesn't matter the shape of the pyramid, if the base area is the same and the height is the same, it has the same volume. The formula for the volume of a pyramid is the area of the base times the height times 1/3, or just divided by 3. One-third area of the base times height, or base times height divided by 3. So here's a square pyramid. And then it says that it's made up of wooden blocks that are each 4 by 4 by 4. How many wooden blocks will be used to build the pyramid? So let's first find the volume of the pyramid. That's the first question. So the volume of the pyramid is 1/3 area of the base times the height. So the area of the base is 24 times 24. Because it's a square. That's 576. Times the height, which is 16. And then times the 1/3, which is really just divided by 3. That would be centimeters cubed. Now the second question here is how many wooden blocks did Ashton use to build the pyramid? Well, if it's 4 by 4 by 4, just think about that, the bottom of the pyramid, which is 24 by 24. If you filled that up with blocks that are each 4 inches wide, it would take 6 blocks across and 6 blocks deep. So it'd be 6 rows of blocks and also 6 columns of blocks. That's how many blocks would fill up the bottom. So the base would have 36 blocks in it. The height is 16. So you could also think about how that would be then stacked 4 blocks high. Another way you could do it, because we have a little bit, still be a little bit more work to figure it out this way. But you know how many blocks are on the bottom, you know how many blocks tall it would be. You could figure out the rest if be a little bit complicated. But another thing you could do is each block is 4 by 4 by 4. Is 64 cubic centimeters. So you could take the volume here and then use that one block is 64 cubic centimeters. Is 64 cubic centimeters. So the cubic centimeters cancels out. We need to divide 3,072 by 64, and we get 48 blocks. So the Great Pyramid in Egypt is approximately a square pyramid with the dimensions shown. So we can use the same process. Find the volume here, divide it by the volume of a block, and that will tell us how many blocks were used. So the volume here is 1/3 the area of the base, which is 230 times 230, times the height, you get the volume is about 1.3 and then we have each block is 1.3 times 1.3 times 0.7. We're going to take our volume of the pyramid, over 1, and we want the cubic meters on the bottom. So when you divide, you get a lot. 1.653 blocks. That's a little over 2 million blocks. Here's a silver rectangular pyramid. Let's find the volume. 2.5 times 1.5. The height is 1.5. The area of the base is 2.5 times 1.5, which is 3.75, times the height, which is 1.5, and then divided by 3 because it's a pyramid. 1.875 cubic centimeters. So to get the density, because density is mass divided by volume. Here we know that the mass is 19.7. So the mass is 19.7 divided by the volume is 1.875. That's about 10.5 to the nearest tenth, 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Just do the division and then keep the units as a fraction. You can also find volume of composite figures. In this case, we've got a box with a pyramid removed from it, prism with a pyramid removed. So if you find the volume of the prism, that'd be 25 times 12 times 15. $4,500. And the volume of the pyramid would be the area of the base. So the base is 25 times 12. Times the height is 15. And the since it's a pyramid, we do 1/3 of that. We divide by 3. So the volume of the pyramid is 1,500 cubic feet. So when we take the prism, subtract the pyramid from it, we get 3,000 cubic feet. Now, another way you could have thought about this, since the only difference between a prism and a pyramid that have the same base is that 1/3, you were just subtracting 1/3 of what was there, or you were keeping 2/3 of it. So you could have done 2/3 times 4,500. That would have got you the same answer. Because in every prism, you can fit 3 pyramids. Because a pyramid's just 1/3 prism. So every prism can fit 3 pyramids. So here we have 2 pyramids that are kind of stacked together, base to base. The base of each is a square with side length 6 and a height of 8. Each pyramid has a height of 8. So to find just one of these, side lengths are 6, the height is 8. So the volume would be 6 times 6, which is 36 for the area of the base. And it's 1/3 area of the base times the height. That's 96. That's for one pyramid. Since there's 2 of them, you double it. You get 192 cubic inches.